morning! What is happening? Dean here, of course, on the way to Internet Profits HQ on this fine and glorious Friday. So let's get into today's drive and do this, my friend.
The Drive.
Hey, what is happening? How are you doing? It is Dean here, of course. It is the end of the working week. I put it in those air quotey things because for entrepreneurs and people like us, often Friday is not the end of the week. In fact, for many people, it is the beginning of where the most work starts. You know, if I go back to when I still had a full-time job and I was working in the construction company, you know, weekends was where I could get the most done because I was always at my job Monday to Friday. So depending on where you're at will depend, of course, on how you're approaching this weekend. I don't often do much at the weekends now. Sometimes I like to get prepared and planned on a Sunday for the week ahead, make sure I've got that clarity before I step foot at the computer on a Monday. But I want to just talk about something. You know, I woke up this morning and, you know, looked at sales. Things have been awesome again while I'd slept. You know, we there was somebody that had basically requested to join one of our programs. He was waiting on transferring the money. This is a $6,000 program at 2 o'clock in the morning, roughly, while I was sleeping as well. This all happened early hours this morning as well. Whilst I was sleeping, we had somebody transfer a deposit for one of our other programs, a $13,000 program. They'll be paying the rest the next 24 hours. So you know, things certainly wasn't always this way, right? And for those of you, you know, I know a lot of people probably know my story now, my background. You know, I used to make, like, you know, when I first discovered internet marketing and the fact you could even make money online, when it was all just a complete weird, like, whoa, what is this kind of concept to me? You know, I was making like $14,000 a year. You know, my last job was much better paid than that, the construction company. I was actually earning £2,000 a month, which is probably, is like, maybe about $3,000 approximately a month. So I was doing okay for a kid that left school at 16 with no qualifications, didn't go to college, no diplomas, no nothings. That was a decent paying job for me. But like I just woke up this morning and, you know, this is a $19,000 day before I even left the house. So it's insane. And I'm not saying that as like a brag and boast. You know, most days we make thousands of dollars most days. You know, I don't have to talk about that stuff. But what I want to just sort of mention here is like, look. Like, I want to talk about luck. You know, I faced all kinds of crap over the years from people, right? For example, when I joined a coaching program in 2008, that was like the turning point. My good old friend, my first ever mentor, and now someone I class as friend, family even. Like, I know we can pick up the phone to each other anytime, Mr. Alex Jeffries. And there was about 500 or 600 people in his coaching program. And I remember people sort of saying there, oh, the only reason, you know, Dean's getting results is because he met Alex. And it's like, well, that's not true. And that's the kind of thing that there's always those type of people that are like, it's luck. The only reason he's able to do this is because of that. You know, I can't do it because of this. The reason it's not happening for me is because I'm not lucky, or this or that. And you know what I say? Like, you're right, I am lucky. But the harder I work, the luckier I get. You know, and it's not all down to hard work, it's smart work as well. You know, you can be working hard, but on the wrong things in your business. You know, if you're busting your ass 8, 10, 12 hours a day at the computer on the wrong things, you ain't gonna see any progress, right? You're not gonna feel lucky, you're gonna feel unlucky, you're gonna feel like, why is it happening for everyone else and I work harder than everyone else? Well, if it's on the wrong things, then it's not really going to make any difference, is it? And so that's kind of what I wanted to really sort of address here is like, you know, any successful person I met has had an element of luck come into their lives and their success, but they created the luck. You know, pure unexpected luck is like maybe winning the lottery. But the person still had to go and buy the ticket. You know, you see people moaning that don't win the lottery that never buy a ticket, you know? And it's that kind of thing. It's like, oh, it's just luck. Well, yeah, a lot of times things are luck, but what I'll tell you is categorically is that the smarter and harder you work, the luckier you become. And you create your own luck, you create your own results. And yeah, just a random kind of Friday here. And so I know normally I do recap of the week. You know, this week's been crazy busy, working on automated webinar systems. We're creating some new products and programs for our funnels. We are building something here in the office right now that is our kind of big picture, our like future view, our big picture view of the future of where we're heading as a company. Which is exciting. We're also maybe about 4 weeks out from a completion of a new company that I've started with someone else's partnership. This is a software service company. So there is a lot going on. If I were to list everything that we've done this week and everything that we're doing, you'd think I was freaking insane. But you know, this is what I've been able to create over the past 12 months. I've been working towards being able to have immense productivity and get the future vision that I've had locked in my head created. And no way I could do this all on my own. You know, the team is amazing. You know, everybody, whether they're here in the office or virtual, you know, I couldn't do what we do as a company and get the results we do for our clients, for ourselves, if it were not for the team. And so, yeah, you would probably flip your mind if you knew how much we got going on and some of the scope of the projects. But yeah, with that said, my friend, it is the end of the working week here, which means the drive will be back after the weekend, as will I. So until then, have a great rest of your week. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, share, subscribe wherever you're watching. Join in, take part, and I will, of course, see you on Monday. Until then, take care, my friend.